Send me all the little ancillary files.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Are you ready, baby?
So, what number?
100.
Yes, we're ready. Let's get this show on the road.
All right.
Do you think they hear? Do we do a mic check?
We did not.
You can cut all this out.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, Yeti. Dumbass. Good move. Good move.
It stayed.
There we go. All right.
Testing.
Testing. It works.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
That would have been very bad, ladies and gentlemen.
No shit.
See, Mark, we listen. Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Hello, my cat-loving friends. I am here in South Carolina, and Rita and I are actually recording this from the same place. We don't know how to act. But the really big news is most podcasts don't make it past episode number 5. And this episode that you are about to listen to is episode number 100. We didn't even rehearse that.
No, thank you so much for listening. Remember, this is just the intro. We still have to take a break.
I know. So, all right. We are going to be back afterward from our sponsor, and we're going to talk to you about what we've been doing and some of the common things we see as behaviorists. You don't want to miss this.
I think you're going to hear from Kitty Poo Club next.
Oh, yeah. We'll be right back. Welcome back to 19 Cats and Counting. I am your co-host, Linda Hall, here with my BFF, my ride or die, my bestie, Rita Reimers.
Freaking time you
It's
got down
about
here.
time I got
You
down
know
here.
what? I'm almost back to 19.
I
Could
know.
be in a minute. 17 entered our household.
Yep.
Our rescue.
Yep.
Zakuro, who's blending in nicely thanks to your son and his girlfriend.
I know they've been working with him. It was fairly easy though.
Yeah. My cats are used to this. See, my cats, once you get to a certain number and you've been through how many introductions,
It's true.
my cats just look at the other cats like, oh,
It's
okay.
true.
And who did I say was going to be the first to greet them?
Simon, and they're
Simon.
best friends now. Exactly.
And he's also best friends with
Bella.
which ooh.
If you've ever integrated a cat, you know it can be tricky. But I want to ask you, because I don't know what you're going to say, but I wonder if it's the same thing.
That's
I
the
would
beauty
say,
of this show.
what do you think is the biggest hindrance to people integrating a cat?
I think they stop themselves at a certain point because they're afraid there's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight. But if they listen to our methods and do all the pre-work up front, by the time you get to putting them in the same room, there shouldn't be anything unexpected, but you've got to let them work it out. And
Yes.
I don't mean like, you don't put two strange cats in a room and say, here you go, work it out. You gotta do all this prep work.
You throw them in the room and you say, let's get ready to rumble.
Well, sometimes it works that way in my house, but only because my cats have been through all this.
Yeah.
What's weird though is Zakuro got accepted quicker than baby Jet. Jet's still not 100% in the fold.
Yeah, that's true.
Smoochie still doesn't go near him.
Yep.
And Sweetie Pie doesn't go near
I was
him.
going to ask about Sweetie Pie because Sweetie Pie seems a little nervous about the new cat.
Mhm.
And that's what it is. You know, I get it. It looks like
She's
they're
the
going for
queen.
blood. Well, yeah.
See?
It looks like the cat's going for blood and going to kill the cat. And that would make anybody freak out, right? Like, I mean, perfectly natural. I get that. Perfectly.
But you got to do the prep work. So many people come back to us and they didn't do the prep work.
Exactly.
And wonder why they're stopped.
Exactly. Yes. And you have to give them time. Imagine being dropped off in a strange country where you don't speak the language and you've just entered into a home and people are, you'd be a little frightened. Starting in a small room where they can feel safe and adjust to those sights and scents, and only that before they come out to what I refer to as Gen Pop, and then have to also acclimate to the sites out here and the other cats and, you know, tidbits, right? We all like to move a little slowly and get there on our own.
For sure. For sure. And what really helped a lot is Cameron and Crash being up there and sleeping with them overnight.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went upstairs to get the microphone because we're downstairs now. And Zakuro ran into the bedroom and he's standing there like waiting for me to come in with his little tail up and a little question mark. He's ready. I think he needed this because his original mom is just too focused on taking care of her her mom with dementia.
Yeah.
He probably hasn't had a lot of attention or playtime.
You're right. And he's got some bad teeth. Like I saw him, he takes a bite of food and then he goes, like he's
Yeah,
trying to
he's got
knock
some
it back to
tooth
the teeth back
problems.
here.
Oh.
And yeah.
He and
And
Jet, who we now know is a boy, not a girl, they're going to the vet together on Monday.
Yeah.
So keep those donations coming. We got a big vet bill coming up. Zakiro hasn't been to the vet in years.
yeah.
He's going to need everything.
Yeah. Everything. And there's going to be some teeth that need to be removed. And yeah.
I'm going to have his ears checked too, because I swear he hears a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not sure. If any of you have deaf cats out there, you need to comment and let us know, because sometimes it seems like he can hear, but I also know that
They feel
people with
vibration.
hearing issues can feel the vibrations. So
And cats are set up perfectly for that. Whiskers.
perfectly. Yes. Yes. So if integrations are our number one problem we deal with, what do you think would be number two?
Peeing and or spraying, and they're actually different. Some people, they come to us and they interchange the two terms.
Yeah.
They're not the same thing. Do you want to talk about the difference?
Yeah. And they come from different places, usually. Peeing, now,
Usually.
first a vet check, could be a UTI, could be a lot of things.
If they're
but
squatting or if it's a puddle in the carpet or on the floor, that's not
pee.
spraying, that's peeing.
And that is usually a self-soothing thing. Like
Mhm.
I am nervous about something, I am scared.
Or the litter box isn't clean enough. That's a big
Yeah.
one, too. How many people
Uh-huh.
we talk to in the pet sitting they like, oh, don't bother scooping, we're just gone for a week. Huh? No.
No. Would you want to? I mean, I don't even like using porta potties.
Think about the porta potties at the
100%.
like the fair, the county fair. or something.
100%.
No.
Exactly. Spray is more like drips. You might see drips going down.
You'll see a circle mark on the wall and it drips down.
Yeah.
And why do the cats spray?
It's
the
usually
difference?
territorial. You know, a cat's outside in nature. If a cat comes into your territory, I always say they're not looking to have mimosas and brunch with you. They're going to steal everything you've got and throw you out, and you will be either injured or dead.
What does it mean when it's
So-
always on an exterior wall near a window or door?
Baby, you got ferals outside, and don't try to tell us no.
You can deny it all you want, they're there.
You don't always know they're there, and I get that. I don't blame anybody for not knowing. Ferals are as scared of us as we are of lions and tigers and bears.
Well, you just
Oh
went
my.
through, you didn't know until one of your cats told you.
Walked over to the wall, turned around, sprayed my wall, and I said, are there ferals outside, Tiger? And they were underneath a forsythia bush. I didn't see any sign of them, and I'm in my backyard fairly regularly. I didn't know. I had no idea.
You know,
But they hide.
well, now you got them to move.
Yes, now they're under my front porch. It's not helpful.
What did you do? You did something different than what we normally tell people because you were
So-
trying.
Yeah,
something
if you
else.
need to get ferals out of your yard, there's a product called cat mace, I believe it's called. We
Yes.
don't like the name of it. It's not about mace and cats.
But it's safe.
It puts
It's
off
not
a
gonna
scent.
hurt
Yeah,
anyone.
it's safe. It puts off a scent that cats don't like, so they'll stay back, and you just put it around the perimeter of your home. We've also heard that, they don't like the scent of thyme. So boiling thyme in water and spraying that around your home, we've heard is very helpful. So
I think planting it outside too. would
I
probably
think
help.
that would probably be a good idea. Yeah. So we tell people all the time, start with the thyme, right? It's
But
like
what did
$2.
you do? We were
I
talking something
bought-
different,
yeah,
and
so-
it was not 100%. So we haven't talked.
I
about it.
bought an ultrasonic pest repellent. If you do not have cats or children, this might work for you. So it had two things that it does. One, it sets off that that, only whatever birds and
That
mice and
noise
our
we
children
hate,
can hear.
like the
Yes,
smoke
exactly.
alarm.
Yeah, like the mosquito. But my kids could hear it and it was driving them crazy. And they were like, I'm not going to be in the backyard now. And my other
Us
fear
old people can't
was,
hear that.
I think it said it went like 120 feet, and I don't have a huge yard. So I was afraid that the sound would drive my cats inside the house crazy.
Well, yeah, because that bush is right at the corner of your house,
Exactly.
right up against the house.
100%. So, but it has another function. It has these glowing eyes, and it's solar. So I liked that. So if you walk in front of it, the eyes light up, 2 green eyes, and that will scare them away.
Yeah.
And that actually helps.
So you might want to get it just for that.
Warning, if you have a dog,
Uh-oh.
my dog started refusing to poop in our yard. They
Because of
had to
that?
walk the dog
Oh.
and bring poop
well,
bags.
You have a
Yes, I
Not
have
a dog.
Chihuahua. Yes. So if your dog is at all nervous, those scary eyes might do them in. So yeah, that was both a good and a bad. I don't know, but yes, we began to have to walk the dog every time, like a block, and the dog would poo away from the house, and then we had to pick it up with bags, which is not fun.
I've done that.
I don't like it. Not a fan. Do not recommend.
No, one time as a cat sitter, the guy said, well, the dog likes to follow the cat for a walk around the neighborhood because the cat was an in-out cat. Can you just take him for a walk? Just once. Yeah, I had to.
Yeah, no,
I said, no,
warm and
no.
squishy.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, back to.
So, okay.
I keep hoping one of my cats is going to jump up here because we never do anything in the kitchen, but it's 90 degrees upstairs right now. So I think I'll be working a lot from down here.
Yeah, I got about to the 5th step up and went, that's not going to happen.
Right when you get to that top step, you feel
yeah,
when you go outside.
Yeah, it was like we just hit a certain elevation where it slapped me in the face.
I don't get it. It's never been that hot. And it's set at 73. So the poor thing's up there.
Yeah, working its buns off. So out of all, we've done 99 episodes until now.
We're doing 100 right now.
Tell me one of your favorite tips you got from a guest.
Ooh, you're putting me
I
on
know.
the spot here. I really
You need a minute to think. All right. Well,
I know we've got some. You have one in mind, obviously.
I do.
So you go first.
David Ty, Music for Cats.
Right.
National Symphonic Cellist. Travels the world playing his cello.
You can get that tip from a client.
No, from a guest, a podcast guest is what I
thought
meant.
you were meaning like, what have we learned from our clients?
Oh no, but we've learned a lot from our
We have.
clients. So we can talk about a few of those too. But yes, David Ty, Music for Cats. You can get it on spot. You can just go to musicforcats.com. 2 universities have studied it, proven it helps calm. I turn it on all the time. I'm in South Carolina. My husband works 3rd shift. The other night, I'm like, I know he didn't leave music on for those cats. So I went on my phone and hit my Alexa and started the music up.
He was probably freaking out, Linda.
He was at work. It was like midnight-ish.
It's more fun to do it when he's home.
Oh, I've done that before. I've turned the lights on and off on him. It's funny. It's a lot of fun. I'm a bad person.
Don't mess with the man's sleep. He works hard. Yeah. It's an awful shift overnight.
Yes. I'll tell you, there have been so many. Relax My Cat, Arden Moore in her first aid course.
Yeah, the first aid course. If you haven't taken it, take it. It's inexpensive.
So inexpensive.
You can either do cat, dog, or both cat, dog.
Yes.
We're actually due. I think.
I know we need to renew it.
Certification.
CPR, first aid. Well, and it's not just that because okay, the chances are slim you're going to have to Heimlich or CPR your cat. Although it's not out of the question. So
you the other day.
It did. I've got a very ill cat and she was laying very still and we got nervous and I just really couldn't tell. And we were all afraid she had passed. And I remembered Arden and that the brachial pulse, that back leg inside is where you get the pulse.
That's awesome.
I don't know why it came to me, but it was just like, I know how to get the pulse because we were trying to like push up and then I was like, wait a minute. No, I know this. Arden taught me.
I know this. Arden is awesome.
Arden's amazing.
Ardenmore.com or for Pet-Legged Life.
I don't remember. There's one too, like Pet Safety for You or something while she looks that up.
Yes.
Relax My Cat. We've had some amazing guests and had so much fun.
You know what I liked? Here, I gotta put this down now. I can't think at the same time.
What?
The lady that was telling us the truth about what's Susan
Thixton, the truth about pet food.
That was a real eye opener. I knew things were bad,
amazing.
And I'd always heard about certain things being in the pet food, but to actually hear it.
Yes.
It's true.
We've got an upcoming guest who has an app to help you figure out your pet food. Yes, so make sure you keep listening because it's coming. It's coming.
You know, I know we need to take a break in a second, but another thing, if you go to our website, catbehavioralliance.com, we've added something new for you in the free part of our website. It's products and companies we love and trust, cat products.
Yes. We
have a list. Full disclosure, some of them do. We get a percentage back to our sanctuary. It's all labeled who does and who doesn't.
Yeah.
And of course, we have a spot there for our awesome podcast sponsor, Kinky Club. So we have them there too.
Yes.
I love the Kinky Club idea. And If I only had a couple cats, yeah, but I have 17 cats. I can't do 17 litter
You know, one of
boxes a
the
month.
things that I think would be amazing about that is if, like, I think about my parents, they're getting up there in
Yes.
age.
This is perfect for them.
You don't have to sit and scoop the box, right?
Club.com.
Kitty
And they have new bigger boxes now. They just came out with some new ones.
Yes,
And you choose your litter type.
yes. Yeah, you can get clay or you can get tofu or silica or I don't know. You'd have to look.
If it's real fine silica, I recommend that. If
Yeah.
you don't have 17 cats, that doesn't work well for 17.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you listen to their ad, there's a discount code in there. So check it out.
Can I use the discount code too?
I would assume so.
bet I can.
Why can't you?
Maybe I can do a couple. Anyway, we got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after this message from probably our sponsor, Kitty Poo Club. I'm not sure which
order it's in. Exactly.
Anyway, we'll be right back. And we're back with 19 Cats and Counting and my BFF forever and ever, Linda. Oh,
I love you.
Way back when I saw you on that Richard Simmons infomercial, never would have dreamed we'd become besties.
I
know each other.
Sitting here in South Carolina, y'all. I'm sorry. I really want to be a Southerner. I feel that I was not born in the right place.
I'm so upset.
What?
My neighbors put up a fence and now
I
their
know.
cats can't come into my yard.
I know. They are very entertaining. They are.
I'm so upset. What did I do wrong? We think it's because I put up bird feeders and
they
their
don't want
chickens
the
were coming
chickens
over to
eating the
eat
bird
seed,
feed.
and they
Yes.
probably don't. Because what Crash said, it affects the egg quality.
Yeah. Yep. So speaking of what you said about what we've learned from clients, do you have a good one?
I should have been thinking about it.
You should have. You were going to think.
We've learned a few things from clients. I remember one in particular, and I was going, "Oh, that's cool," but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, we've seen clients come up with their own really cool partitions. We had a family, and this really struck me. Yes,
I want them back on.
I know. I think they should be on the podcast. Yeah, I think so too. Really sweet family, and they planned their behavior session for when the kids were able to attend.
And we were like,
okay. I don't get it, but okay. No, those kids are involved, and I think this is an amazing idea. I mean, get the whole family involved, right? Teach the family compassion.
I asked the best questions. We had to really think on a couple of the questions.
Yeah. When that little boy said, "Can I ask a question?" I was like, okay. And I thought it was going to be something silly and cute and adorable. And then he was like, "I don't know if this is relevant or not." And I was like, "Oh, hi. Okay. What you got?"
And then they took us on a field trip. They took us through a local cat sanctuary that's right near where they live.
It was such a cool.
We've never had a client do that before.
No,
of course we ran overtime with them, but
that's all right. Yeah, we kind of love them.
It was cool.
We love a lot of our clients, and we've got clients that do such cool things for cats. And I've had clients working through situations like being in very, very small spaces and trying to provide enough enrichment and keep the cats friendly.
What about the couple that bought that farmhouse and they ended up with all those orange cats?
Freedom Farmhouse?
Yeah,
is that what
Freedom
it's called?
Farmhouse.
Yeah,
they were awesome.
Yes, they found this farmhouse, and it was just their dream place.
And they bought it before they got married.
Exactly. They were engaged. They weren't planning on buying it, but there it was, and they were like, okay. And they knew that the barn came with a few barn cats, and it was like 28 or 30 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, and they didn't know anything about taking care of cats. Well, they do now. Look them up, follow them on Facebook and Insta and all them. It's quite entertaining. And they're all large.
I know. Yeah. 90% of them. There's a couple that aren't, but most of them are. Yeah. But yeah, that was good fun. Yeah. The way people, react with their cats, and the way I still say cat people are a special kind of breed. Y'all do anything for your cats, us included.
It's true.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Then we've had fabulous people on, like, the kitten lady. We've had her on.
Yeah.
So you didn't get the first one. Sorry. Hannah Shaw. And then Maya Bialik, who you didn't get to interview either.
Correct.
We're trying to get, should I even say it? I don't want to jinx it. Maybe he'll hear.
Right.
Jinx it.
We're really going to try to reach out and get Dick Van Dyke. So we'll let you know if we're successful.
I was supposed to meet when I lived in LA, but ticket snafu. He was signing books at one of the bookstores. somehow I didn't get the right line or something. I don't know.
I would have been so mad.
I was.
Yeah.
So you had to come in early to get the ticket, and I didn't know that. I didn't get my ticket, so somebody else got whatever. Anyway, I know. And then I had a friend who was in SAG, and he was gonna take me by Dick Van Dyke's house, but I told him I don't want to do that. I
That
don't want to
seems
invade
kind
his
of
privacy.
intrusive. I
It was
get
bad
that.
enough that we ambushed Meryl Streep.
It's
She was so
hysterical.
nice.
That's
Thank you,
hysterical,
Meryl.
right? I can't believe.
And George Clooney, we ambushed him too.
Oh yeah, I
George.
picture you and George. We've had Margaret Cho on.
We've had Margaret
We've had
Cho.
quite a few, but honestly, I've been as excited about some of the normal folks. I don't know how to call it.
Not famous.
General human beings.
Gen Pop.
Gen Pop. I've been as excited.
Well, what
and
about the
sometimes
lady
more.
that we're doing the session for that has, or we already did
24,
28.
25 cats.
I don't know.
I don't remember
It's
yet.
more than me. And she's a teacher. She has a full-time job. If I worked a full-time job with these cats, I couldn't do it.
And every single one of those cats was a found cat outside. Every single one. Everyone. And I just think that's so amazing.
I told her she should do a 501c3 Foundlings Rescue or something.
Yes, I do not disagree.
So here's the thing, people. Yeah, she took it upon herself to take those cats in, but who else was going to do it? And it's the same when I started and when Linda started. Who else was going to do it, right?
Yeah, I have several cats that I didn't technically want. Of course, I love them now, but we didn't want this last one that came in. Well, the last two that came in, but your heart bleeds and you're like, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah.
Do I
So
leave
you
this
become
cat?
a 501c3 and you build a sanctuary.
Exactly. That's the plan, Stan. That's the plan.
And I really think that's what this lady should do too.
I do too. Yeah, I think anything cat related is up our alley. We're behaviorists, certified. We both passed with honors, not to brag. But also Rita had a cats only pet sitting business for over 17 years, and she has so much knowledge in that. And we're just about making cats' lives better and the humans that love them. So what do you think? I want to hear a couple of really silly, I don't want to say mistakes, but situations like, for example, my parents used to go to Florida every winter.
This was a good one.
And my mom calls me and says, your dad's about had it with the cat for some unknown reason. The cat has started peeing on their bed. And they stayed in a mobile home community, so they didn't have a washer dryer in there. So it really was annoying to try to climb into bed and find pee in there. And I said, did you switch the cat's litter? And they said, yeah, they moved to something that was lighter for my dad. And I said, switch it back. The end. So that was one of those.
I mean, sometimes it is as simple as that. Sometimes it's more complicated. The first thing you have to ask yourself if your cat starts acting different or peeing is, what's changed in the household?
Truth.
That's the first thing we always ask. What's changed?
Yes.
Anybody leave, come into the household? Did you get new furniture? Did you move? Is there a new neighbor with cats outside?
Yeah.
All those questions you have to ask. Has there been more fighting in the house? Have you been working later hours? This lady that we talked to, who she decided she wants a personal life, so she's been going out in the evening. She's young. Her cat doesn't like that.
Doesn't appreciate that at all. Her cat does not think she needs a personal life. Her cat thinks she does not.
Once you identify the issue, it's easier to deal with it. But there's been instances where we've done sessions where we're really not sure exactly where the angst is coming from. We have suspicions, but we can work with it anyway.
Yeah. You watch your cat's behavior. There are some telltale signs. Cat in the window. Remember that? We're watching, and the litter box is right below this window. If you're having any litter box problems, first thing, take your litter box, move it away from any exterior walls or windows and see if that helps. It's just a little troubleshooting thing. Give it a try. We watched the cat jumps up in the windowsill, and we watched that tail start just slashing.
I mean, it was violence.
Yeah, that cat was like, something's outside. Well, I wouldn't pull my pants to my ankles and sit on the toilet if I thought somebody was about to break in either. Can't run.
And then we asked her to move the litter box, and she lived in a small place, and she's like, I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, she kept looking to the right and the left. We're talking to her, and as we're talking to her, she's just looking all over, and you could tell she's like trying to figure out where she's gonna place that box.
A lot of people make the mistake of putting it in a basement in the dark. Why is that bad?
Listen to me. No, so many people do not believe this. Google it. A cat's very best vision is low light,
Because
dusk and
they're
dawn.
crepuscular.
For our 100th episode, she said the word right 5. So yes, they get up to hunt at dusk and dawn. A little bit of low light turns their eyes into reflectors, makes light like a flashlight come out of them. True story. That's why if you take your cat's picture in the dark, they look kind of demonic. It's not.
They do.
It's those glowing eyes like they came out of a Stephen
So-
King movie. So
Night-
that's
there-
the best light.
There's a
Hi,
couple
Bella. Come
things
here.
wrong with putting them downstairs.
Yeah.
One is the light.
Yes.
What is some of the others?
Well, it's
Come on, Belle.
going up and downstairs, especially if you have arthritis, right? Okay, I'm trying to hold the thing up so you can go. Oh my
You know,
gosh,
cats,
Bella.
they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Oh, I
when they're
know
gonna
it.
do it.
I know it.
They'll come.
All right. So sorry, cat ADD, y'all. You know, I'm not old, but I'm middle-aged, maybe a little over
Why
middle.
not spring
And
chickens?
I don't want to run up and down the basement steps every time I have to pee. As a matter of fact, when my husband and I got married, he had a house and I had a house. And one of the main reasons I chose my house is because he only had one bathroom and it was on the first floor.
Oh, heck
And
no.
I'm not running downstairs every night at 3 a.m. to go potty. So why would your cat want to?
Right.
Also, they may hear strange noises and things down there. But yeah, cats cannot see any better in the dark than we can.
They can't
People
see any
argue
better.
this.
They have more trouble going up and down the stairs. Some cats are lazy. They're just not going to go in search of the box. They'll find a place to go on their floor. The rule of thumb really is at least one box on every floor, and the
Yeah.
total should be the number of cats you have
Plus one.
plus one.
Yes. Yeah.
One box for one cat's not enough.
Yeah.
Some reasons why.
Well, if I happen to get busy and can't scoop the box and somebody does a big old messy poo in it,
What if you
they're
end
not
up in
going
the
to step in
emergency
it.
room and you
Well,
can't
that's a
get
good
home?
point too. Yeah,
And
exactly.
also, some cats like to pee in one and poo in the other. You've got one of those.
I found that out. I could not figure out for the life of me what her problem was because she kept pooping right outside of the box. Here's a tip. If your cat is pooping, the box is in the bedroom and the cat's pooping in the kitchen. Okay, we got to figure out what's up. If the cat is going right outside of the litter box, the cat wants to use the litter box.
And there's a
Something
reason.
is stopping
Mhm.
them. Fear of somebody on the other side of the wall, a UTI that hurts. Therefore, if every time I step in this box, it hurts, I'm not stepping in the box. Being bullied by another cat.
That's why having a clear box is good. Jay and Adrian have this
Crazy Cat
video.
Ladies.
We're happy to share it with you. That they built a tote out of a litter box out of a clear tote. It's bigger, it's taller. The cat can see what's outside of the box.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a lid on top, but it's deep enough, right? So the
and
cat.
less litter scatter. I've got some
Yes.
kickers. They will make a mess.
I have a couple. Like I hear them in the box at the end.
Yeah, it's like they're just throwing it out. Well, and one of my cats, after doing their business, jumps out of the box as if the poo were chasing them.
I've had I don't now, but I've had a couple like that. I know.
It's like,
What have
it's not
you-
going to get you.
What have you learned since you've grown to have a double-digit number of cats that you didn't know when you had 4? I remember you texting me
I
or
can't even.
instant messaging me on Facebook going, I don't talk about this, but I have 4 cats. I'm like, oh, honey, 4 is nothing. I had 20.
Lightweight. Just shut up and call me back when you got over 10. Yeah, honey, I think we need a whole separate podcast for that. The behaviors are so different. The relationships. Often, if you have multi-cats, not always, but if you got this as many as Rita and I do, it's pretty much guaranteed to have an alpha male and an alpha female. And you'll see the subservient, and then you'll see the roles change as the alpha gets older. You'll see somebody
Boo
starting
Boo's
and
my
take it
current,
over.
but he's letting it go to Simba, and the alpha girl used to be Bella, but it's definitely Sweetie Pie now.
Yeah.
It changes too.
Well,
It can
that's
change.
when you and I became friends, close. Pumpkin was your alpha,
Yes,
and we
Pumpkin.
watched the transition from Pumpkin
He
to Boo
groomed
Boo.
Boo Boo to take it over.
And
And you don't see
now
that
Simba.
kind of stuff if you've got 2-3 cats.
No.
We're not saying go out and have,
No,
cats.
yeah.
but this is why we know what we know. Because
Yeah.
I really think a lot of their behaviors is some of what you'd see in a clouder out in nature, right?
Definitely.
The way that they nurture each other or don't, the way they share or don't.
100%. And we are going to do in the future a podcast on death letting your cats go and what you need. We just didn't think that was good for our 100th because we wanted to be a little more upbeat. But I've been going through some stuff. Rita's gone through it. We've all lost, right?
That's why I
So,
wrote Sadie's heart, because I
yes,
lost Sadie, but there's also a lesson in there about advocating for your
there
cat.
really is.
And there's, when we get to talking about your situation,
Yeah,
there's a lesson in there too about, again, listen to your cat
so hard.
and advocate for what your cat needs, not what you think he needs.
Or not what's best on you. Because I'll tell you, I would really like to take Carmen and have her euthanized right now and end all this suffering for everyone.
But she
But I
freaks
won't do
out.
it
She's
'cause
not
she doesn't
right.
want it.
She's not
No.
right.
And that's it too.
She made it
Cats
clear.
are sentient beings and they have very strong opinions about what they want. Now, that doesn't mean they always get their way any more than a 2-year-old gets their way, but
Remember too, she was feral.
she was feral. Yes. Yeah.
So her instincts are to leave and go away, and she can't do that.
Exactly. Yeah. She's trying. Oh, what she's putting us through.
Anyway, we weren't going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're not talking about
talking
that
about
right
that.
now. We're just not.
I would love to do, and I know we've talked about this, I'd love to do one where we're live and we do a Q&A.
That's a really good idea.
Podcast.
All right. All right, y'all. Here's what I
Mark
want you
said
to
that
do.
was that we could do that.
Yes, here's what I want you to do. Our email is support, SUPPORT, at catbehavioralliance.com.
That's from the old commercials for Yahoo.
I think so. I think it was yahoo.com. I think so. Anyway,
I don't know.
Please send us an email. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us if you'd like to be a call-in caller.
Right.
If you'd like to be
If
a
you
call-in
work
caller.
with cats, if you'd like to be a guest, let us know.
Please, we're always looking for guests. We have a couple of good ones lined up, but we're
Yeah,
always
we do.
looking for more. Always. So yeah, reach out, please.
Drew Barrymore, are you listening?
Yeah, we want her.
We're going to
too.
submit another video to your
Yeah.
show today, probably.
We want her to, but we want you. We want to know what your issues are, and that's one of the things that was so cool about getting our vet, Dr. Kelly Cairns, to come on once a month, is that she's talking about regular vet stuff and people stuff, and not just one particular focus.
Yeah,
and stuff that you
I
are
love
going to
that.
deal with your cats in your home. So yeah, she's coming back very soon. In fact,
The one that we did with her about the hairballs, I think that's gotten the most attention
yes,
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of most
Yeah.
of our videos.
yeah,
Y'all, if you don't follow us on YouTube, please, it's Cat Behavior Alliance. Everything's at Cat Behavior Alliance.
yeah,
Please follow us.
yes, yes.
Hi, my
Facebook,
heart is
Insta.
here. Come on, Pie.
Yes.
Come on. Come
So
see Moo.
we are just so thankful for your continued support and the fact that we are filming number 100.
Did you think we'd do it?
No. I mean, I didn't think we'd not do it. I guess it just was one of those pie in the sky goals that was like, yeah, I don't know. I
Kinda
didn't
like
know.
having 10,000 followers on Facebook
Yeah, like that.
and Insta
We just need
and YouTube and
5,000.
TikTok.
Yeah.
We're on all of them. Please follow.
This is the way anybody who has a nonprofit or has a cause that you still don't have to be official nonprofit like we are, but has a cause that you want to support, you'd be surprised at how much help it gives them just to watch their videos, just to listen to their podcast, just to
watch and like
something,
that makes a big
comment on
difference in the
something.
algorithms.
It most certainly does. Like it, give it some love, make a comment, even if it's just a heart or a smiley
Read some of our
face.
blogs on the website, because the more people are interested in take the time to actually read something on the site, it boosts our credibility.
Truth. And I'll tell you what, we had somebody reach out to us, wanted a session, and then reached back out to us and said, never mind, I just found your answer in your blog. I'll let you know if I need more help. And we didn't hear from them. And we're okay with that. We're like, that's the point, right? We're trying to help everybody.
But not everyone can do it alone. Some people can take what we're saying and put it into action, but other people need or want somebody who can guide them and
Yeah.
answer questions, and we're happy with that.
And
Either way.
sometimes it's just a little more complicated, especially with a cat who's had trauma in their past. That doesn't mean don't adopt a cat that's had trauma in their past. It'll be fine, but it makes for some, yeah.
Blending households too can be challenging because that puts the relationship on the line, and we've helped plenty of people.
It does. It's like bringing kids into a marriage. It
Mhm.
really is. I can tell you from experience.
Let bad breath.
No, why? Oh, am I moving? Oh, here, is that better?
I brushed my teeth.
Ah! I didn't even realize I was doing
Useless.
it.
But anyway, we were talking about relationships.
Yeah, it can tear them apart. It's really, These people come in and they love their cat, and then they see their partner's cat try to kill their cat, and it can be a little upsetting.
Based on a true story.
And true story. But we have to remember that the cat that's attacking isn't attacking because it wants to kill the cat. It's attacking
It's
because
all
it's
defense.
scared. Yeah.
Scared. Fight or flight.
Yes. Well, I feel like this has been a lot of rambling, but it's been a lot of this and that and the other thing, and important
If you
info
guys tell
tips.
us like certain topics you want us to dedicate a podcast to, we'll record more of
Yeah.
these that where we're talking about
Yeah.
the cat behavior
Yeah.
sessions.
Yep.
Visit catbehavioralliance.com and check out our sessions. If you're interested and you're just not sure, pick a 15-minute. It's a
Yeah.
little harder to get one of those because we limit them. Otherwise, that's all we would do.
It's true. Yeah.
Right.
It's a free 15-minute pre-consult. We're not going to give you all your answers because it takes time, but it's a good fact-finding mission. And it's a good way to decide if we fit, if you like our style and what we have to say and we seem knowledgeable to you. Did I mention we passed with honors? And
click with different people. That's why
no, that's true.
That's why there's different strokes for different folks.
Different
right?
strokes for different folks. And we can tell you a lot of people at the end of the session. So you think you can help?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
No, we don't know everything, but we're smart. We've surrounded ourselves with a lot of other resources.
Yes.
And we also read other people's behavior books just to see if we get a tidbit here. and there.
Yes. Which Arden Moore has a new one out that I need to get my hands on. Apparently it arrived at my house and I'm not there.
I got the dog ones because we're getting more dog cat.
We are cat dog relationships. Yes. Well, we just had Arden on talking about cat dog relationships. So, all right. We got a book.
We gotta go. But 100. Thank you, everyone. Keep watching.
Thank
and
you.
remember, every day is counter day. Thanks, Mark Winter.
Oh, 100. I can't believe it.